91 Reserve. The Atawapiskat 91 Reserve is 27,000 hectares, 67,000 acres, on both shores of the Equan River, 165 kilometers, 103 mi, upstream from the mouth on James Bay. 94. Independent from a tribal council is the Winisk First Nation located in Pewaynuke in the Kenora District. 95. The community was located on their reserve of Winisk 90 on the mouth of the Winisk River on James Bay. 96. But the community was destroyed in the 1986 Winisk flood and the community had to be relocated to Pewaynuke. 97. Located in Manitoba. Kiiwetin Tribal Council is a tribal council based in Thompson, Manitoba that represents 11 First Nations, of which 5 are Swampy Cree, across northern Manitoba. 98. Fox Lake Cree Nation is based in Gillam, 248 kilometers, 154 mi, northeast of Thompson via Provincial Road 280, PR 280, and has several reserves along the Nelson River. 99. Shamattawa First Nation is located on their reserve, Shamattawa 1, 100, on the banks of the Gods River where the Echoing River joins. The community is very remote, only connected via air or via winter ice roads to other First Nation communities. The Tatasquiac Cree Nation is located in the community of Split Lake, Manitoba within the Split Lake 171 Reserve, 144 kilometers, 89 mi, northeast of Thompson on PR 280, on the lake of the same name on the Nelson River system. 101. War Lake First Nation possess several reserves but are located on the Muziokut Reserve in the community of Ilford, Manitoba, 35 kilometers, 22 mi, east of York Landing. 102. York Factory First Nation is based on the reserve of York Landing, 30 kilometers, 19 mi, south of Split Lake via ferry. 103. York Factory was a settlement and Hudson's Bay Company, HBC, trading post, established in 1684, on the shore of Hudson Bay, at the mouth of the Hayes River. 104. In 1956, the trading post was closed and the community was moved inland to the current site. 105. Swampy Cree Tribal Council is, as the name suggests, a tribal council of 7 Swampy Cree First Nations across northern Manitoba and is based in the Pas. 106. The Kiimawoin Cree Nation, also Rocky Cree, are based on their reserve Kiimawoin 2. Adjacent to Easterville, Manitoba, 200 kilometers, 120 mi, southeast of the Pas. 107. Matthias Kalum First Nation, also Rocky Cree, is located in the community of Pukatawagan on the Pukatawagan 198 Reserve. 108. Mizipoistic Cree Nation, also Rocky Cree, is located near Grand Rapids, Manitoba, 400 kilometers, 250 mi, north of Winnipeg at the mouth of Saskatchewan River as it runs into Lake Winnipeg. 109. Masakahikan Cree Nation, also Rocky Cree, is located around the community of Moose Lake. About 63 kilometers, 39 mi, southeast of the Pas on their main reserve, Moose Lake 31. 110. A Pasquayak Cree Nation, also Rocky Cree, has several reserves but most of the population lives on the Apasquayak 21E Reserve, immediately north of and across the Saskatchewan River from the Pas. 111. The Sepotowiak Cree Nation is located in the Shoal River 65 arsiv adjacent to the community of Pelican Rapids, about 82 kilometers, 51 mi, south of the Pas. 112. Visquisipic First Nation has several reserves but the main reserve is Swan Lake 65C which contains settlement of Indian birch, about 150 kilometers, 93 mi, south of the Pas. 113, not affiliated with any tribal council. Fisher River Cree Nation, 114, Marcel Colum First Nation, 115, and Norway House Cree Nation. 116, Fisher River Cree Nation, located approximately 177 kilometers, 110 mi, north of Winnipeg in Coostatack on Lake Winnipeg. Control the Fisher River 44 and 44 Arsovs. 117, Marcel Colum First Nation is located outside of Lynn Lake on the Black Sturgeon Reserve in Hughes Lake, 289 kilometers, 180 mi, northwest of Thompson via Provincial Road 391. 118, Norway House Cree Nation is located in Norway House, which is located on the Play Green Lake section of the Nelson River system on the north side of Lake Winnipeg. 116, in 1821, Norway House became the principal inland fur trading depot for the Hudson Bay Company. 119, Norway House was also where Treaty 5 was signed. 120, they control more than 80 reserves from less than 2 hectares, 4.9 acres, to the largest, Norway House 17, at over 7,600 hectares, 19,000 acres. 121. The nation is one of the most populous in Canada with 8,599 people as of November 2021. 122, located in Saskatchewan. Prince Albert Grand Council is based in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan and is owned by 12 First Nations, of which 3 are Swampy Cree. 123, Cumberland House Cree Nation is based in Cumberland House, Saskatchewan on the Cumberland House Cree Nation 20 Reserve, 97 kilometers, 60 mi, southwest of Flin, Manitoba. 124, Cumberland House, founded in 1774 by Samuel Hearne, was the site of the HBC's first inland fur trading post. 125, the Red Earth First Nation is located in the community of Red Earth, on the banks of the Carrot River, on the Carrot River 29 Reserve. Close by is the Red Earth 29 Reserve, about 75 kilometers, 47 mi, east of Nepoing. 126, Shoal Lake Cree Nation is located in Parkwar Lake, on the Shoal Lake 28 Reserve, 92 kilometers, 57 mi, east of Nepoing. 127, Woodland Cree. Rocky Cree, Asinsquee in Iwak. The Kiiwetin Tribal Council, described under Swampy Cree, also represents Rocky Cree First Nations in Manitoba. 98, the Barren Lands First Nation is located on the north shore of Reindeer Lake close to the Saskatchewan border. It has 1 reserve, Brochet 197, 256 kilometers, 159 mi, northwest of Thompson. Adjoining the village of Brochet. 128, the Bunibonibee Cree Nation is located along the eastern shoreline of Oxford Lake at the headwaters of the Hayes River. The nation controls several reserves, with the main reserve being Oxford House 24 adjacent to the community of Oxford House, Manitoba, 160 kilometers, 99 mi, southeast of Thompson. 129, God's Lake First Nation is located in the God's Lake Narrows area on the shore of God's Lake. The main reserve is God's Lake 23, 240 kilometers, 150 mi, southeast of Thompson. 130, the Manto-Sipai Cree Nation also live on God's Lake in the community of God's River on God's River 86 a reserve, 131, about 42 kilometers, 26 mi, northeast of God's Lake Narrows. All of the Rocky Cree communities of Keewatin Tribal Council are remote, only connected via air and ice road during winter months. 5 of the Swampy Cree Tribal Council First Nations contain Rocky Cree populations: Keewatin Cree Nation, Mathias Kalam First Nation, Mizipoistic Cree Nation, Masakahikan Cree Nation, Apasquayat Cree Nation. 106. In Saskatchewan, the Prince Albert Grand Council, described under Swampy Cree, also has Rocky Cree members. 123. The Lac La Ronge First Nation is one of the most populous First Nations in Canada, with a registered population of 11,604 as of November 2021. 132. The nation is based in La Ronge on the Lac La Ronge 156 reserve, but has other communities on other reserves. 133. La Ronge is 250 kilometers, 160 mi, north of Prince Albert at the north end of Saskatchewan Highway 2. The Montreal Lake First Nation, on the reserves of Montreal Lake 106, is on the southern shore of Montreal Lake, 93 kilometers, 58 mi, north of Prince Albert. 134. Peter Ballantine Cree Nation is also a populous First Nation with 11,563 people as of November 2021. 135. The nation has 8 communities and controls a large number of reserves. The administrative center is Pelican Narrows, Saskatchewan, 80 kilometers, 50 mi, northeast of Flin Flon, Manitoba. 136. The Sturgeon Lake First Nation is located on the Sturgeon Lake 101 reserve on the eastern shore of Sturgeon Lake, about 29 kilometers, 18 mi, northwest of Prince Albert. 137. Not affiliated with any tribal council are Cross Lake First Nation, 138, Nisishawayasik Cree Nation, 139, and Opipolnapiwine Cree Nation. 140. The Cross Lake First Nation is a populous nation with a registered population of 9,138 people as of November 2021. 141. The nation is in Cross Lake, Manitoba on the Cross Lake 19 Reserve, 80 kilometers, 50 mi, north of Lake Winnipeg. 142. The Nisishawayasik Cree Nation is based in Nelson House, Manitoba on the Nelson House 170 Reserve, located 19 kilometers, 12 mi, south of Thompson. 143. The Opipolnapiwine Cree Nation is located in the settlement of South Indian Lake, 130 kilometers, 81 mi, northwest of Thompson. 144. Marcel Kalam First Nation, listed under Swampy Cree, also has a Rocky Cree population. Woods Cree, Sakwithinawak /Nithawak. The Canoe Lake Cree First Nation is based in Canoe Narrows, Saskatchewan on the Canoe Lake 165 Reserve. 145. The nation is a member of the Meadow Lake Tribal Council. 146. The Bigston Cree Nation is based in Wabaska, Alberta, about 100 kilometers, 62 mi, northeast of Slave Lake, on the Wabaska 166 Reserve. 147. The nation is not associated with a tribal council. 148. The Bigston Cree Nation was divided into 2 bands in 2010, with one group continuing under the former name, and the other becoming the Peerless Trout First Nation. 149. The Fort McMurray First Nation is located on the reserves Gregor Lake 176 and 176 are located about 35 kilometers, 22 mi, southeast of Fort McMurray near Anzac, Alberta on Gregor Lake. 150. They are Thean Lee Cree, member of the Athabasca Tribal Council. 151. Kitaskina Tribal Council is based in Atikamek, Alberta with 5 members. Sad Smiley 152. The Loon River First Nation is headquartered in Red Earth Creek with reserves to the immediate west near Loon Lake. 153. The Lubican Lake Band is based in the settlement of Little Buffalo, approximately 80 kilometers, 50 mi, east of Peace River. 154. The Peerless Trout First Nation is located in Peerless Lake on the Peerless Trout 238 Reserve, about 45 kilometers, 28 mi, west of Red Earth Creek. 155. Whitefish Lake First Nation is based in Atikamek, on the western shore of Uticuma Lake on the Uticumac Lake 155 Reserve, 61 kilometers, 38 mi, north of High Prairie. 156. The Woodland Cree First Nation is located in the hamlet of Caddock Lake on the Woodland Cree 226 Reserve, 48 kilometers, 30 mi, northeast of Peace River. 157. Lesser Slave Lake Indian Regional Council, based out of the town of Slave Lake, Alberta, is, as the name suggests, a tribal council of First Nations surrounding Lesser Slave Lake. Member nations include Sad Smiley 158, the Driftpile First Nation, based in Driftpile, on the Driftpile River 150 Reserve, 70 kilometers, 43 mi, west of Slave Lake. 159. The Kaporno First Nation is headquartered at Growlord, which is near High Prairie. They have 6 reserves, predominantly located west of Lesser Slave Lake. 160. The Saurage First Nation is based in Slave Lake and the 2 reserves, Saurage 150G and 150H, are adjacent to their town. 161. The Sucker Creek First Nation is based in Enilda, 10 kilometers, 6.2 mi, east of High Prairie, on Sucker Creek 150 Reserve. 162. Finally, the Swan River First Nation, near Kinneso, 40 kilometers, 25 mi, west of Slave Lake, controls the Swan River 150E and Asino River 150F reserves. 163. The Little Red River Cree Nation is based out of the settlement of John Doe Prairie, Alberta, 48 kilometers, 30 mi, east of Fort Vermilion, on the John Doe Prairie 215 Reserve. 164. They are a member of the North Peace Tribal Council based out of High Level, Alberta. 165. The Mikizu Cree First Nation is based in the community of Fort Chipewyan on the western tip of Lake Athabasca, approximately 225 kilometers, 140 mi, north of Fort McMurray. 166. They are not a member of a tribal council. 167. Fort Chipewyan, one of the oldest European settlements in Alberta, was established in 1788 by the Northwest Company as a fur trading post. 168. Western Cree Tribal Council is based out of Valley View, Alberta. Cree member nations are Sad Smiley 169. Duncan's First Nation is based in Brown Val, adjacent to the reserve Duncan's 1510, 39 kilometers, 24 mi, southwest of Peace River. 170. The Sturgeon Lake Cree Nation is on the Sturgeon Lake 154 Reserve, 10 kilometers, 6.2 mi, west of Valley View. 171. Plains Cree, Pasquiniwak / Niawak. Downstream people, Mikiinawak. Battleford's Agency Tribal Chiefs is a tribal council located in North Battleford, Saskatchewan. Members are Takakoop First Nation, Moosomin First Nation, Mosquito Grizzly Bears Head Lean Man, Red Pheasant First Nation, Saltillo First Nation, and Sweetgrass First Nation. 172, 173, File Hills Questionapel Tribal Council is a tribal council based in Fort Questionapel, Saskatchewan. Kpawsqui-Iniwak Cree member nations are Little Black Bear First Nation, Muscalpatun Salteo Nation, Nikanit Cree Nation, O'Kanes First Nation, Pasqua First Nation, Peepeekisis Cree Nation, Piapot Cree Nation, and Star Blanket Cree Nation.